What's up guys, BrownieBits here, and today we're back in BrownieLand for a brand new episode. Today I have a very wonderful guest who just flew over the top of me. Hello. Where'd you go? There's a wandering nerd. What?
Kind of lost.
Yeah, it seems like it. What are you're doing? What are you doing here in BrownieLand?
Wandering.
Well, that's
what I do.
That's fair enough. I mean, it says it right there in your name. Oh,
it does.
Yeah. Yes. Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining me today. I'm excited because we've actually been talking a little bit, and we found I think a pretty nice idea that is going to add a lot to our world here, but not take anything away from the main story. So I'm excited.
I kind of like the idea too.
You're the one that came up with it too. So all props to you.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, do you want to kind of explain while I start chopping down some trees here?
Sure. So the idea we had was, so I'm going to jump up in the air, maybe, and sort of look over this. We have this ravine here that sometimes in the worlds, the ravines don't always get placed in the best spots. Mm-hmm. So the idea was to work this ravine into a story and the lore, and basically have a ruined keep or castle or something. We're still working on how big we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's sitting here, and then got opened up by an earthquake. The ravine opened up and split the thing in two.
Awesome.
So what we're going to do is do a little bit of building, and then do a little bit of unbuilding. Yeah,
I'm excited. This is going to be fun. This is a really cool idea. I hope you guys are excited for this because I know I am. I'm most definitely excited. I just fell down the ravine. It's fine.
Yeah, watch out for the ravine.
Yeah, it kind of jumps out and gets you.
Yeah.
Comes out of nowhere.
So we're going to do some building. Right now we're clearing up some space to do that. Going to take down some of these trees.
Some of these wonderful birch trees.
I think the right thing is to come back afterwards and put some of them back.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is kind of like putting them back into the build itself that has been kind of torn up.
It's going to be torn up and left there for a while, and that's really the
idea.
The idea behind it is that it's not new. Mm-hmm. And this didn't happen right away. This has been a hole in the ground for a while.
Yeah.
So.
And that way, it also kind of removes the connection to like the city of Aluik, which is just right over there, right through the forest a little bit. So I think this is going to be fun. It's going to be, I think it's going to be challenging, but I'm excited to kind of take on this challenge. So why don't we kind of get some plans together, okay? And then we come back once we have kind of a little bit of a layout, and I have some questions for you, so we'll kind of work on that, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. So we'll be right back. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got a good view?
Yeah, I got a great view. You got a good view? That was weird sounding. A perfect square.
Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
That's not it. Let's try this again. What the heck? Come on, Minecraft, work with us. Okay, do it better. That's significantly better.
Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so much better.
I was like, really?
It's just a perfect square. It didn't do anything. We need to like have it come off of it by a block. That's what needs to happen.
What? or not be in the middle, encased in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like here. I don't know where you went.
I'm on top of the thing.
Oh. Oh, that was great. That was what we were looking for. That's what we needed beforehand.
I know.
Perfect.
Kill it.
With fire. I almost missed that. So, now that we're here,
Okay.
I have some questions for you.
I have some answers.
Awesome. So this is kind of basically because my viewers yeah, we know you. You know, you've shown up on this channel a couple times. We've had a lot of fun, but
Yep.
the fact of the matter is, it's also night. The fact of the matter is, I do have some viewers that haven't seen you before, and so one of the things that I really want for this series is to learn how to kind of find inspiration and learn how to kind of build in different styles that we may be out of the norm. So like obviously this ruined style is out of the norm for me. That's not something that I'm very comfortable with because I truly haven't done it.
Right. Okay.
So my first question is, well, how do you find inspiration? What do you do when you're like, okay, so I want to build in this style? How do you find the inspiration for that style?
A lot of it is the good old internet.
Mm-hmm.
Start looking at images, pictures, ideas, anything that is similar to what I'm looking at building.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it could be anything.
Yeah. So what, like, obviously for this is a little different, but what are you currently working on? What's a major project that you're currently working on that you're having maybe some trouble, or maybe you've kind of found like inspiration very easily for you?
Right now, and I don't know why. I really wish I knew why. I'm really motivated and sort of stuck into a modern build, very skyscrapery idea. And it's just sort of clicking currently, so it kind of makes that kind of easier.
Yeah. Cool. What do you do if you if you're building in a way, and you kind of like lose your inspiration? If it's for a short amount of time or for a long period of time, how do you cope with that?
I find something else, multiple projects, multiple different things going on at the same time. That's the only way to keep going, because everybody will run into a point where they're stuck.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to kind of talk about that because obviously we as creators, even though sometimes it may not look like it, we as creators do run into those rough times where we just don't know what to do next. Or maybe we just don't like what we're doing, so we we have to find some way of either coping with it or moving on to something else. So it's important. It's important to know because obviously as builders, we need to have kind of an escape route per se.
Yeah.
So awesome. Cool. What has been the most challenging style that you've ever built in?
Ooh, good question.
I know it's pretty tough, and I'm kind of putting you on the spot without giving you like a precursor as far as, oh yeah, these are the questions. So
Yeah, no, a tough style. Most styles, I think, you get into a rut is the wrong word, but you get into a groove with certain styles,
yeah,
and then when you have to change, that's often where you run into those problems.
yeah,
Hitting that point where you're like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do on one particular style, and then you have to you want to change it up, and that's where it sort of disappears, as it were. So that's where it can be real. It's the transition points. I found more and more as I keep doing this that it's not a matter of not being able to do a style or do a particular type of build. It's much more about, okay, you got to fail, try again, just keep moving on, kind of thing.
yeah. And that's a fair point, because I mean I've run into that virtually same thing, so I completely understand. I've kind of as a kind of a stopping point here, or segment dealio. I've kind of made this little like down slope where maybe as this ripped apart, it kind of fell here and down as well. So it's kind of sloping down. You have kind of this mossy cobble that have, because it's on the ground, so it's kind of got more access to the water, and all of that. So that's kind of what I've decided or tried to do here, and I kind of like it. It does need some of those different slabs and stuff, but I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah. Landscaping is probably right now one of those things that is just sort of really, really gotten a good hold of me. And then I just feel like building rocks, building landscapes, those kind of things just sort of click right now more than anything else.
Awesome. So I know that you are pretty darn good at landscaping, because I've used you in the past as a helper in some of my landscaping needs. So as far as landscaping goes, what's your most favorite project that you've kind of completed and been like, yeah, this is the bee's knees,
Ooh,
that just like overall happy with, because you're like, man, this is so cool.
well, landscaping comes in so many different flavors.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, the one that I'm probably the most proud of has got to be the waterfall, the frozen waterfall.
Oh yeah, back in Odium,
Yep.
season 1, that was very cool.
But anytime I can turn an area into something that looks like something totally different, or where it looks natural, but it's it's been worked on. Those are the most satisfying.
All right. So, I guess I don't really have like any more questions as far as that goes. There's a couple things that I would like to know though. What is your favorite style to build in? I know in
Whatever
this
style I'm building in.
Whatever style you're building in. Okay, fair enough. What has been your least favorite style to build in? This might be a little easier to answer.
They all have their own challenges. So I really don't consider any of them a bad style, a least favorite. Some of them are a struggle.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say least favorite.
Okay. What's been the most struggling? I'm just trying to get some styles out of you.
And I know. Most struggled. The one that took the most amount of time for me to click with was the modern style.
Okay.
I mean that just took some effort and some work on that one to get there.
That makes sense.
So, that one was tough.
I kind of feel like I would feel the same way. I haven't attempted a modern style yet, so
It's different. It doesn't Minecraft does not lend itself to it that easily. So it can be it can really be a struggle. But I think once you get into a lot of time watching Scar, that's his last. What was the last season?
yeah, that big. I don't
His city
remember the
that he
city.
did.
Yeah.
That was a huge inspiration to see. Okay, this is how you kind of put the stuff together. So that was a really big motivation, on getting it to work right. Not that any of it was harder or easier than the others, but that was definitely one of those that was helpful in this from a stylistic perception. Yeah.
Scar's very good about explaining what he's doing and why. So you kind of get a better understanding than a lot of people that are like Jarecraft is freaking phenomenal in a lot of different styles and everything, but like he doesn't really explain it like Scar does.
And Scar really went after the perception.
Yeah.
Their perspective. So that made it really easy to understand what he was doing.
Yeah. Which helps significantly.
Yeah.
I like it. The forest has kind of reclaimed its property.
Exactly.
Really like it. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Now the question is,
there are some little.
Ooh, that's nice.
Is it?
You
nice?
can kind of see it from the air,
but it's not easily noticeable.
Yep.
Perfect. That's kind of what we were going for, in all reality.
Exactly.
And there's definitely some more stuff we can do with this. So, like, it's not like a one and done type of project. So I'm excited to kind of play around with some stuff that we might. Oh, we do still have some cobwebs too.
Yeah, that makes. I mean, I wouldn't do a lot. I don't think it needs it because with a lot of the trees have come back and claim stuff. Just a few in a corner here or there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Not down here. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like
I think one or two up higher too. Like on the top, up in the yeah. And the reason I'm thinking that is that when those are the things you see standing out as the because they're so white, compared to the birch, and that'll draw your attention.
You're like, oh, what's that?
Exactly. And you really got to kind of get into it to see
exactly what's going on. I like that idea.
Yeah, you can't do it from the air. Someone's falling the ravine again. Yeah, if you're floating in the air, you see it's really kind of cool. If you're flying above it, you see all the cobwebs. And even if you land in the trees are so thick around it
That it's kind
you
of
really can't see what's going on. You have to get down on the ground.
I think it's working pretty darn well. I really like how this has turned out. This is awesome. I'll do something like that. And then I am throwing some cobwebs into the trees themselves.
Yeah.
Just to symbolize like nature really has taken over. So.
Yep.
I think this is oh, I'm in the cobweb. Okay. So, I think we can call this a wrap, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Nerd.
It was fun.
Yeah. For those of you that do not know Nerd or have not subscribed to him yet, please do go subscribe to him and follow him on all social medias. Links will be down in the description below because he's a very good friend of mine and somebody that I actually enjoy watching as well. So you have some great content. What's the next video coming up?
The next video is going to be probably going to have hopefully, if things don't crash, a time lapse of another skyscraper going up.
Oh, sweet. And that's over in Odium.
Yep.
Do you have a name for your city over there?
I don't.
Okay. Didon't is a very nice name.
It is.
Anyways, guys, please do go and check him out in all of the links down below. I will leave a link at the end of the video as well. Please go take a look at him because, like I said, he's a great content creator and a very, very, very close friend. So, yeah.
Thank you, Brownie.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming. I think that's going to do it for me, though, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But guys, that's going to do it for me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.